All right, people, we are live. So let me know that y'all in the chat before we get it popping here. Okay, we gonna run through these stories. All right. We done like what? I think this is gonna be like the third live we done today. I ain't even changed. I ain't even done none of that. I just came right on here to talk to y'all. So we're gonna talk about Miss Robbie. Quickly recap Kim K, Pete Davidson, Khloe K, and Tristan Thompson. Then I want y'all to call in. Y'all let me know what's on your mind and what you think. Rules for when you call in. People, you're gonna have to keep your comments to about 45 seconds tonight. All right. I love y'all, but y'all not, and moderators, make sure you're putting this in the chat constantly. You're not going to be able to babble tonight. You're just not going to be able to. About 45 seconds, maybe a minute. And then I'm going to say, okay, I got to let you go. And I'm actually use a timer because some of y'all is long-winded. All right. And we want to get plenty of people in today. And I'm not going to be up all night because I got to be up for the gym tomorrow. So anyway. We already dragged Khloe. Okay. We got 2 lives up. One dragging Khloe, one dragging Kimberly. Notifications been sent out. You need to be on my text list, 678-679-6077. All right. All right. First things first. Let's quickly recap. Boom, 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 boom. Kimberly Noel Kardashian. All right. We know she is a real Kardashian. She's not alleged like her sister Khloe. All right. Kimberly and Skeet Davidson is finally over. They call it quits after 9 months of a quote unquote relationship. Was it PR? Was it just to make Kanye jealous? Was it just the fact that, Kimberly has no more feeling in her vagina and she wanted something big and long and strong to make her feel alive again? Was this a white version of Stella trying to get a groove back? Kimberly trying to get her groove back, so to speak. All right. We all know why she went after him. She wanted to know what them 10 inches did, 11 inches did, allegedly. And for everybody that's like, why you always comment on that? Because I have a female audience and a gay male audience, and that's what they want to know. Y'all want to know the inches, and so I'm here to give it to you. And if you don't like it, piss off. Now, first thing y'all gonna say, Kanye was packing too. Allegedly, yes. But Pete was on another level. And she wanted some white validation. She thought this was going to upgrade her. She thought we was really going to give a damn. And after a few months, we didn't care anymore. It's mighty funny to me how a man that she wasn't even with a whole year was good enough to be alone with her kids and have her almost, teenage daughter, preteen daughter sitting in homie's lap. Hopefully the little girl was sitting towards the knee and not literally in the lap. You know, like when you put a child in your lap. I don't I have no children. I don't play that shit. My parents didn't play that shit coming up. Well, I do hold my goddaughter and my godson, but I hold them. I don't just sit them in my lap, if that makes sense. But anyway, they babies. They not like cheerings. They babies. All right, they mini crumb snatchers. So hopefully you was near the knee and not all up towards the crotch. All right. I found some videos, found some suspect videos of Machine Gun Kelly and Pete Davidson doing all kinds of shit on IG Live, stripping to their draws, talking about their Johnson. This is just some weird ass shit. We still ain't forgot about that joke, Pete Davidson letting the baby suck on his finger, and then it feels good. Do not think that this announcement isn't a coincidence. This is a Kardashian takeover. They release news on a Friday so we can ponder over the weekend. And first thing Monday morning, all the mainstream has picked it up. The blog's gonna pick it up over the weekend because we don't take a day off. Mainstream pick it up on Monday morning, and we will be talking about the Kardashians all damn week. So anyway, they're broken up, and I'm here to say this. This was never going to work. Let's assume it was real. This was nothing more than a rebound. After being with every black man that has walked the planet, she just wanted to try something a little different. You know how like you go to a restaurant and you always got your favorite dish? And then every now and then you like, let me try something different. But you always go back to what you know. Kim will always have to go back to what she knows. She has been, that coochie has been niggified forever. You got 4 biracial children. You know, you're seen as trash. You started taking out all the ass. You tried to dye your hair blue. You tried to appeal as white as possible, and it just ain't work. Maybe you will find another white man, but it will be a white man that's beneath you. It will be a white man that you can control. It will be an ugly white man. It will be something like a Pete Davidson, something like a Skeet. All Skeet. Goddamn. I highly doubt you will find a white man on your level that puts you on his arm and makes you his wife. It ain't happening. Maybe. I just highly doubt it. Anybody with any sense wouldn't touch y'all with a 10-foot pole because everything around y'all dies. It decays and it be full of death, rotted teeth, bad NBA, horrible low NBA scores, low album sales, looking like the life sucked out of them. Reggie Bush still look ashy to this day. You wasn't even with this fool 9 months, and you had this fool sending messages to Kanye. Now, Kanye is a motherfucker. We don't feel sorry for Kanye. I don't give a damn what you say. I don't feel sorry for him. No, because he knew what he was picking when he picked her. He was obsessed with her for a decade. He used to jerk his meat to her getting banged out by Ray J, only to then get with her. So at the end of the day, we don't feel sorry for Kanye over here, or the pack of hot dogs is on the back of his head. Y'all know I asked y'all where that come from, because God forbid I ever get it. You know, he got it, Timberland got it. That's why I got to keep my weight under control, because you got fat cells all over your body. And I promise I get that shit. I'm getting it sucked out. I don't give a damn if I have a big ass scar in the back of my head. My hair will still grow. I ain't got to worry about it. Anyway. Reggie looked just fine. He looked just fine, but he looked like the life got sucked out of him a little bit, and he looked just a little ashy. That's just what I'm saying. Kim continues to rise, and everything around her continues to die. So good luck on your endeavors. You're a single mother of 4. You just got 1 all by your ex-husband. 2 from your coochie, 2 from another woman, black woman's coochie. And while you running around here, you know, putting yourself on starving diets, doing all kinds of voodoo with Marilyn Monroe's spirit, what you need to be doing is getting your ass and that internet law degree that you bought from DeVry, Everest, Sanford Brown, or whatever fucking college you pretended to go to. Didn't you fail that test about 3-4 times before you finally passed it anyway? Anyway. My point is, now that you're done with that, get your ass in that house of yours in one of them, your house is like a big ass cement coffin. Get in one of those carved out coffins. All right. And don't do no seance. Don't go to the room with all the gin jars in it. Damn it. Don't put me in it. Shit. What you need to go do is get on the phone with Russia. Get on the next plane over there. You white with dark hair. They actually like you. And go on over there and shake a little something and get Brittany out. You get Brittany out, I'll stop dragging you. Let me make that promise. If Kimberly, Noel, Kardashian, whatever the hell West, back to Kim Kardashian, if she can get Britney free within a year, we ain't gonna, I ain't giving you years to do it, because you got the mother folks out quick. But they was in the US, I understand. I'll just say this: you actively get Britney out, I'll stop dragging you. I said I'll stop dragging you. I'm still gonna drag the rest of your siblings and your mammy and your lineage. She not a Russian lawyer, so she need to use her clout and get over there and get Britney out. Best of luck to you, Kimberly. But stop letting men that you screw put your daughter in a lap. Setting that girl up to be a whore before she even hit her puberty years. It ain't cute. It ain't funny. It wasn't none of that. I ain't like that shit. Little girl need to be around her black side of the family anyway. North reads your ass like a black girl. She need to be with her black aunties and uncles, but you know they'll pop the hell out of her. That's why you won't let her go over there. that mouth, North's mouth, just a little bit too slick, and she talk out of turn. You know, them Chicago relatives will pop the hell out of her. You send her to Chicago for a week, she'll come back a changed child. Or she may love it and realize you ain't shit and don't want to come back home. Anyway, moving right along from that, we got to talk about Noel. I'm sorry, Noel. This ain't your damn name, girl. You know, the Robert Kardashian Sr. helped name Kim that, not, you know, the one that ain't your daddy. Khloe Alexandria Kardashian. This is the alleged Kardashian. It should have been a motherfucking Rodan, and I still say until she take the name from whence the lineage she come from, it ain't gonna be nothing but bad luck that comes to her. Congratulations to Khloe and Tristan Tricky Dicky, third trimester, Trevor James Thompson. He don't give a damn. I'm sure he's off somewhere partying or inside some more Wonder Bread coochie. He don't, or running some train with his teammates unprotected. This whole industry love that raw dog and sex. It is what it is. Anyway, so High Booty is gone somewhere. You know, I just thought about it, Khloe. Is that why you wanted that baby with Tristan? Because you wanted your babies to not have to buy a booty the way that you did because you was big as hell with no ass? This ain't the point. They had a baby boy via a surrogate, and I know that, you know, the news is I know it's happy news, but it's also sad news because you wanted your baby boy to be here before the other baby boy that he just had. Tristan got many children. Let's just run down the ones that we talk about. We got Prince, and we got True, we got Theo, and now we got this new baby that I told y'all to name Trojan Man. Name this baby something. Name him something to be everything that his daddy ain't. But since he got a black daddy that ain't shit, and you love to follow suit try to follow suit of black culture, so to speak, you are going to name him after the pappy. I feel like you is. Make sure you put that whole name on the birth certificate. Tristan Tricky Dicky, third trimester, Trevor James Thompson II. Make sure you name all that shit on the damn birth certificate. You Kardashians is good for leaving out middle names. I feel like y'all don't need a motherfucking middle name, but I'm here to let you know. Tristan Tricky Dicky, third trimester, Trevor James Thompson Jr. You gonna do that because you wanna bring him home. Love should have brought him home. The first baby should have brought him home. The second baby should bring him home. And you know why? Because your house was never a home. Your house was a whole house. Your house was a run through. Your house was a drive through. All them pictures of him playing with them kids. Tristan's a nigga. He come through. He bring them kids some McDonald's. Play with them for about 5 minutes. Take a picture. Holding the kid. Take a picture. Put on some Gracie's Corner. And he run down the hall and run through you. He come in you. He finish. He put his drawers back on that high booty. Put his clothes back on. You ask him, do he want to stay for dinner? You say you got some Uber Eats on the way. He said he got places to be. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Shout out to Lynette. You have never had a man to respect you, love you, or treat you the way you should be treated. This is all seriousness, Khloe. You deserve better. It's sad you don't think so. It's sad that you felt like you had to switch out your head and switch out your body to find love and validation, only to find out that you would get a nigga to run through you, but you can't get a nigga to stay. Because even after he get around you and he get comfortable with you, he realizes this bitch don't love herself. So how the hell a nigga gonna love you when you don't love your motherfucking self? How you expecting something from the world that you ain't even gave to yourself? How you gonna teach your kids to love themselves and you don't even love yourself? I'm just trying to figure it out. Khloe does need therapy bad. And while you was around her trying to bully Jordan and acting like you was gonna kick your size 13 foot off in that girl ass, you need to kick your foot off in your mammy's ass. You need to go around there to Beverly Hills to your daddy's shop, Alex Rodan. You need to go hug your daddy. You need to be around your people. I told you, let him sit on the floor and you braid his hair. And you learn about your people and where you come from and people that look like you and get some self-esteem about your fucking self. Do everything but what's right and wondering why it ain't going right. It ain't gonna never go right, ever. You think you was gonna keep a Jamaican man single, committed and monogamous? Even your witchcraft ain't that fucking strong. But it ain't never been strong because you ain't never been able to keep none of them. If it ain't Tristan in the high booty, Lamar crackhead with the rotted out teeth and the stank breath, French Montana, that's halfway slow with the stank breath that you took from Trina, and so on and so forth. Just stop. The niggas that ran through you just to get to your sister, just stop. Love yourself, Khloe. And maybe love will come your way. But in the meantime, focus on being a mother. Because now you is a single mother or two. They claim you was out here dating. I just don't see how you date with a baby on the way out another cooch. Moving right along, we need to go ahead and talk about Miss Robbie Montgomery from Sweetie Pies. Y'all remember that show? All right. She has recently just filed a defamation lawsuit on a YouTuber. The YouTuber is Philly Phil. The YouTube name is Eat with Philly Phil. All right. And Philly Phil has been following this Tim Norman case. Y'all know Tim Norman allegedly, did a deletion for hire on Andre, Robbie's grandson. Robbie's whole family got a lot of death around it and a lot of skeletons in their closet. All right. And out of all the people to sue, Miss Robbie has decided to sue this YouTuber, Philly Phil. Phyllis. Okay. Shout out to her. And it's my belief, because Philly Phil been doing her job. She been on her ass. But low key, Miss Robbie, Philly Phil ain't even been on you like that. Philly Phil been just interviewing people that know you. You used to be an icon. First off, Miss Robbie is like 80 some years old. I feel bad for you, because at this point in your life, you should not have to be dealing with this. Now, you look good. You keep yourself busy, which is keeping you alive. You're a smart businesswoman. You know, you still out here singing. I ain't got nothing bad on that end to say about you. But in the words of Cynthia G, you are black male identified. You are a black male worshiper, because you have not called your son out for what he is. Ain't shit. I feel bad for the fact that, you know, you lost Tim's father to violence, and then Andre Senior daddy to violence, Andre Jr. to violence. Like your whole family is screwed. Your lineage is pretty much deceased, dead, and gone. What you got left is little TJ with his mama, Janae, and his new stepdaddy. And if I was Janae, I would not bring my child around y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I would change that baby's name, and I would do all I can to reprogram their kid and just pray to God that their kid did not inherit that sociopathic, narcissistic gene that came from his daddy, and ultimately from you too, because you are to blame as well. I think you holding on to a lot of guilt for how Tim grew up, because you was running around. You was working, not just running around. I'm not disrespecting you. I respect my elders. You was running around, you know, with Ike and Tina. You feel me? Watching Ike and Tina do all kind of swinger shit. Tina get her ass whooped. I couldn't have stuck around for nothing like that. I don't like to see women get hit. I'm just keeping it real. I don't like to see women get hit. I don't like to see kids get hit. I don't even like to watch movies or TV shows with that shit. And some black folks love that shit. They love watching. I mean, that's all the Lifetime Movie Network is about. You know, the woman getting beat and then she gets the victory. And I can kind of understand that, because you know the victory's coming. But even just these movies where women are just being abused and slapped and punched with a closed fist, I don't like watching that shit. That's just me. But anyway, you're suing Philly Phil for defamation. Now, let me show y'all the video that Miss Robbie claims defamed her. It got like 280,000 views. I actually had shared it, but this is the video right here. All right. And I'm sharing it because I want y'all to go listen to the whole video before maybe Philly Phil have to delete it or put it on private. I don't know. But I want y'all to go watch it before it's gone. Matter of fact, let me put the link in the chat. Copy. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Okay? Link in the chat. Feel free to watch it. A lady called in, spilled tea on Miss Robbie, Tim Norman's father. Tim Norman alleged that Tim Norman's father had got away with deletion. I mean, this old lady called in and gave all the tea. Now, the old lady did not give her name, but she didn't need to give her name because she knew enough about Miss Robbie, and Miss Robbie knew who it was. So Philly Phil is in a lawsuit, and so is the old lady that called in on this particular show and spilled all the tea on Miss Robbie. Her family, her sexual history, heroin in the family, drug addiction in the family, getting off for murder, all kinds of stuff. It was so much tea in this video. This video could be a movie alone. And I believe the old lady because she knew too many details. Now, this is what y'all got to know about St. Louis. St. Louis is considered a bigger city, but St. Louis is small. St. Louis is highly segregated, right? Black folks stay with the black folks. White folks pretty much stay with the white folks. Everybody know everybody. Especially back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, when a lot of black folks migrated from the South to St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, all that shit. That's why if you're from a Midwest city, that's why your grandparents and shit are country as hell. That's why the Midwest is so country. I'm just telling y'all. So, all the tea and all the skeletons that are coming out the closet, I believe that Miss Robbie is trying to cover it up. I believe that Miss Robbie is trying to help her son's case by getting a lot of this tea smothered, because all of this is for public record. This can all be played in court. Believe that when public figures go to court, they play their YouTube videos, Instagram videos, all that shit. Young Pharaoh went through it. Tasha K went through it. All that. Alex Jones went. Y'all seen all that shit. Philly Phil, if she goes to trial, they're going to play all these videos. Now, the thing about the video is Philly Phil didn't say nothing crazy. It was a person that called in. But since it was on Philly Phil's show, she's included in the lawsuit as well. We reached out to Philly Phil. Remember, we were supposed to have Philly Phil for an interview. I'm kind of glad it didn't work out at first because I don't think it was meant. I just don't think it was meant. Timing is everything. But when Philly Phil is able to interview with us, then she will. Then she will. And I just encourage her to use this and glow up off this shit. You know, I'm not saying she got to talk about Miss Robbie every day, but if I was Philly Phil, I would be putting out content round the clock. Round the clock. I think the reason why that video got Miss Robbie's attention is because that shit had truth to it. Otherwise, why sue Philly Phil? Why not just sue the lady who called in and who lied and defamed you? Now, did a little research, and I'm about to let you guys call in, but this is my question. Did a little research. I can't even share it because it's technically court documents. I don't want Miss Robbie to hit it for a privacy thing. So I'm not trying to dox Philly Phil, but I'm assuming Philly Phil's name is Phyllis, right? Yeah, she didn't say anything bad, but she did. Now I hate she getting caught up like this. But yeah, YouTube gonna be dead with all the yes. This is why I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm not going to Hollywood right now. Hollywood pretty much dead anyway, but I'm not going to Hollywood right now. I'm sticking on YouTube for at least another 10 years. Because I think in this sector, I think that's pretty much all we gonna have left is another 10 years. And the shit's gonna get real censored, it's gonna get old, and everybody's gonna be going to another platform. It's gonna be something else. You know, Media Takeout had its time, Perez Hilton had its time, TMZ had its time, but TMZ gets a lot of tea from us now. The magazines had its time, talk shows had their time, but that's pretty much dead. It's always, now it's all about individual personalities, if you guys notice, but we got about 10 more years on this platform to cash out on this hoe, and then you ain't gonna really be able to say nothing about nobody. I get away with a lot of shit. Number one, I'm not a household name. Number two, I just make fun of things that are already out there. I don't, for the most part, I don't expose people. That's really how I get away with this shit. But believe me, I ain't gonna be able to call people raggedy hoes. You know, they believe me. Believe me. I'm just letting you know. Then everybody's gonna want their own website. Then people gonna have to pick. Okay, do I want to pay for this? Do I want to pay for that? Whatever. That's the future. Everybody's gonna have a bunch of subscriptions and shit. So anyway, so I looked up the Missouri courts, looked up some court documents, and it says that Robbie Montgomery evicted Phil. I'll just say her first name, Phyllis. She took her to court to evict her back in like March of 2022. Filed by Robbie's lawyer on behalf of her. Consent and I can't show you. I can put the screenshots for members and for Patreon. Consent judgment for plaintiff against defendant in the amount of $4,000.50 and possession of premises located at blank in St. Louis. And I looked it up, and it's like an apartment, townhomey kind of feel. So did Philly Phil used to be Miss Robbie's tenant? Yeah, you're right. Already going over TikTok, and I'm gonna make myself get on TikTok this weekend. That's very true too. Am I tripping? Because I'm like, Philly Phil, spelled with a Y. This lady's name that got sued by Miss Robbie her name is Phyllis. I'm new to Philly's show. So did she used to be a tenant of Miss Robbie, or is this just happens to be another Phyllis? I'm waiting for y'all in the chat. Y'all let me know. Did Philly Phil, was she ever a tenant of Miss Robbie's? Because a Phyllis was sued by Miss Robbie back in March of this year. In the amount of $4,000 in past due rent. And the judgment for garnishment was actually executed. I don't even think, I can't even show y'all the paperwork, I don't think. $4/27/2022. Judgment, $4,050 for past due rent. Probably so. That's a different person. That's probably her. The name is spelled the same. That's why I'm asking. But that confused me too, because Philly Phil lives in Arkansas, and she told me that. And if she's able to do the interview, I will ask her about it. It could just be, look, there's many women named Phyllis. It could just be another Phyllis. But I'm like, ain't nobody talking about this though. Right, she could have moved. Philly said nothing about Robbie. She want justice for Andre. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Philly has not defamed Miss Robbie. Did she allow things to be said on her show? Yes, she letting people call in. We know that Tim Norman had a boyfriend in prison in his original stint, but that's not surprising. We know that Tim Norman was not the boss that he wanted to portray to be when he got out. I mean, he wasn't necessarily getting punked because Miss Robbie paid money to make sure he didn't get punked in prison, and he big as hell anyway. But he wasn't no boss. He was just a regular dude. Wasn't nothing really bad they said about him, but he wasn't running things the way he acted like he was when he got out. Philly's live right now talking about it. Let me see. Let me see. Pull up her show. I don't want to play her. I don't want to stream her show. That's not right. She is still live. I still say justice for Andre. And I ain't gonna cap. I low key want to start talking about this Miss Robbie shit too. I low key want to start talking about the case. If Philly Phil got to slow down, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up. Let me go and invite y'all here to speak. All right, that was the tea for the night. Cause I know damn well Miss Robbie ain't finna sue me. She don't want to do that. I highly doubt that. Pin message. It's close to home because I'm from St. Louis. Okay, people. So the link to call in is actually pinned. Let me see. Eat with Philly Phil. We can listen to a bit of it here. Share screen. Chrome tab. All right. It would have been something totally different. But he was in that public eye. Let me know if y'all can hear that. Very popular. Him and Charles was fine. Go back to the time when Tim said it's just me and Charles, and Dre was standing right there.
So how is it just you and Charles when it's Dre standing right there? Please explain that to me. It goes to show you that allegedly it was led to believe that it was just him and Charles. People better start thinking. Look, see when people say you got to think inside the box. Sometimes I stand my ass outside the box and pay attention to all what's going on. And it's the little things that people say makes a difference. It's the little things that people do makes a difference. Somewhere along the line, Tim allegedly believed that it was just him and Charles while Dre was standing right there. Please, somebody explain that to me. And she didn't correct it, allegedly.
Fair use.
That I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it until people get it in their heads. Allegedly, that boy was used for a storyline. His story, their relationship, where he came from, was used as a storyline in that show. I said it, and I'm not going to take it back. Sue me, Robbie.
Well, okay. Sean has spoken. Who is that, Miss Loretta?
I want to ask a question.
Who is that? Is that Miss Loretta?
This is Miss Vivian from Mobile.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I want to know, is this the second attorney that Tim has had?
What's going on, Norris?
Hey, Storm.
How you doing?
I'm good.
So, do you got me on in the background? I still kind of hear it.
No, I muted the background. Do you still hear anything?
Okay, we good now. You good?
Hey, that was my TV. I had to turn my TV on mute.
Okay. So, what's on your mind, Norris?
I was gonna say that Miss Robbie, she needs to disown Tim. Period. She don't need to be trying to sue anybody. You know, you need to save your money in the bank because you probably don't have enough to be paying no lawyer since your show and been off the air. You haven't did anything else since that show went off the air. And plus, you like you say, she about 80 years old or in her 80s, so she can't get out there and make money like we could, like we can. So it's like that's a waste of a lawsuit. I don't think she's gonna get anywhere.
I don't think so either. I mean, I guess at the most she can ask the court to make Philly Phil maybe take the video down. It's that one specific video that she has listed in the lawsuit. She don't, because I mean Philly Phil has probably hundreds of videos on the subject matter, but it's that one video. I'm telling y'all, go watch it. I shared it a while back. I shared it before I had even went to the Dominican Republic. So this is a while back. It was so much tea in that video. I was just like, my jaw was dropped. And that's why Miss Robbie want that video down. She's more concerned. This is what's getting me about Miss Robbie. She's more concerned with hiding her past than she is about getting justice for her grandson that was killed by her son.
Yeah, she need to throw Tim away. I mean, Tim is a lost cause. He's a disgrace to that family. And, you know, like I said, he tried to play her and make a fool out of her. So it's like, you got other family members. You got Charles, you got other nieces, and, you know, you got other, like I said, other relatives that you can help and be there for. Tim done been to prison before, and it seemed like he gonna rot there again. So, or should I say, go back and he back in there again, and he gonna probably stay in there for the rest of his life, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why you even wasting your time, wasting your years, the rest of your years, mourning over that man?
True. I mean, now what a lot of people would say is, well, Storm, you got to understand her. This is her only last living child, but damn that, I'd just be like, I must have some rotten ass eggs and fuck that nigga. Like, that would be me, but I'm not a mother. I'm not a woman. I don't get it, because a father will walk away from that shit.
Yeah, I mean, because obviously her she was the best parent that she could be, but this overall her stuff ain't good enough as far as parenting wise. What she did wasn't good enough, because look at how the son turned out. He still didn't listen to her. He still didn't do what, you know, he was supposed to do. You know, he didn't take care of his business. Instead, he got money hungry, and he thought that what he doing was smart. And I'm glad he got caught.
And look at it this way. Maybe she feels guilty about something that happened in his childhood, but damn that. He's guilty, in my opinion.
Yeah, so he need to possibly get ready to bend over that body in jail. That's all, bend over that big body.
He sure got the hips. He got the legs and hips and body.
And be able to take it.
I'm sure he can't. He was in prison for over a decade before. He had a friend in prison that Miss Robbie was actually trying to help to get out too. She just wasn't able to, but she allegedly kept money on their books, because he was just like, you know, mama, this my friend. You know, that's his friend.
Yeah. Well, so like you said, be ready to spread them hips and cheeks, and be ready to lay it low and spread it wide, because them guys gonna get you in prison, especially if they find out that that's your nephew. You did that too.
He'll be fine. They got plenty of Vaseline. He'll rub some Vaseline up there, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm done talking about that scumbag. Now I'm gonna get the Pete and Kim real quick. Pete is young, dumb, and full of cum. You know, he just couldn't, you know, his stuff wasn't good enough to try or keep Kim in that relationship. I mean, he didn't have the black stick. So, I mean, the white chocolate only lasted for so long, but she lucky that he couldn't play her like the soybean burger bitch that she is. Yeah. You know, so like I said, she still ran through. Her box is still tired through, delayed, stretched out, worn out, dried up, decayed, plastic.
Very true.
So like I said, it ain't too many more men that's gonna want her unless they at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes, yeah, I feel the same way.
So like I said, and plus all that plastic, she like fully made out of plastic and not fantastic. So
yeah, it's just sad. It's just so sad.
Yeah, and Khloe, right quick, I'm gonna say she just pathetic. She's a lost cause. She just a bleach blonde dum pop who just don't have no common sense. She don't have no self-esteem. She like you said, she needs intense therapy. She called herself, and they, like I said, her and Kim think they so much better than other people. But only thing they got that a lot of people don't have is money and clout. Other than that, their personalities are dry, just like their bosses.
Yes.
They're dry.
And I think they and honestly, I think they coochie's whack too, because don't nobody stay.
No, they don't. They get all they can out of them. They fill them up and shoot them up as long as they can, and then when they realize it don't stick, then they just leave. But when it comes to Tristan, Trashy Thompson, the NBA bench warming tramp, when it comes to him, her gut gonna always be stuck full of nut when it comes to him.
I agree. You said what'd you say, the bitch woman tramp?
Yeah, that's what he is. I mean, he come off the bench now. He ain't no starter no more. He don't get paid as much money as he did when he was with the Cavaliers when they won that championship. So his value then went down, and I'm sure he getting older, so his body going down too. He don't have enough energy to play them 30 plus minutes a game like he used to. If he stopped having so much sets and slinging that penis around, maybe he'll have enough energy. Save that energy for the court.
That's so true. Maybe he would. That's a whole golly. That's a whole mess, man. Well, I want to thank you for calling in, Norris, because that was funny.
You're welcome. And I have good news to share right quick. I have over 1,000 subscribers.
Good. That's good news, Norris.
Yeah. So I'm start putting out more videos now. I just have to figure out what I'm going to talk about.
Yep, that's what you gotta do now. Now you gotta put out content. That's good though. You got 1,000 subs.
Yeah, and it's because you mainly helped me because the other day when I said it was 9:55, it went up from there.
Right. And look, and when you call in, I chop it up and I put it back up, and the people love you, so keep reading them. And
that's the other thing I want to thank you for. I really want to thank you for putting them videos up there when I call in.
Absolutely,
videos, they really help.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, thank you for calling in, and you have a good night.
You too, and I'll be looking for you one of them smartwatches that I told you about.
Oh yeah, I remember. I appreciate that. Thank you, Norris.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good night and a good weekend.
You too. Bye. He read the shit out of Tristan. What's going on,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
Oh my God. First of all, Norris is hilarious. That dry sense of humor. I was like, what in the hell? He is funny. But I do have to second everything that he was saying, because at the end of the day, those girls are dry. Personality is given sheetrock. Like, I don't know who. It's literally it's the privilege, because what do they it's really not given. And poor Khloe, I feel so bad for her. She looks like a skeleton. And I'm not one to like body shame, because she's been through a lot. People shamed her into losing so much weight. But it's like, you could fix the external. You could go to Dr. Miami or whoever else the hell you want to go to. But if the insides ain't right, then it's just not going to give.
That's so true.
It's just not going to give. You could swallow all the makeup you want. It's not going to give, and it's not given. Why would she have okay, so her surrogate just had the baby, right? Like today?
Right.
Why would, okay. First of all, you're still a baby mama. So you trying to like, what? It would have been better. She would have been better off getting somebody else that was not for the streets and settling down, getting married, and actually having a family. That man is not going to give her a family. She's just going to be giving baby mama forever.
Yes, she is. Literally. But she gonna be able to say both my kids got the same father. Like, okay, I get it, but okay.
Who cares? It's 2022.
True.
Is having kids all over the place. You got money, you rich, you're above all of that.
You'll be fine. Yeah, that's
exactly. True. And I really believe this. My grandmother always said, how you get a man is how you leave a man. You met that man when he had a child in the womb incubating. What makes you think he was going to change for you? And like you said, they coochie got to be on desert because they don't get, the men's leave. They don't stay.
They leave. And the men be looking like death when they done.
They coochie is on desert storm. Because it's just not like. And then, of course, we all know Kim and Pete. That was a publicity stunt. She said herself, I contacted his publicist. I bet you know what you was doing. You was trying to get them ratings together. Because wasn't nobody checking for your washed up ass. And Kim still looks good, don't get me wrong, but she is ran through. How many times she been divorced? 12? How many kids you got? 10? Like, don't nobody want you. She's trying to get skinny and look like a white girl again. Maybe that'll help her. Maybe she needs to stay on that side of the fence. But you know, men's with melanin, they love the leftovers. They take the trash, the beach wells, the trailer park. Just as long as you got that complexion and that loose textured hair, they don't give a damn what your life is like.
That's true.
About your rap sheet.
That is true. Oh my God, that is so true.
Am I lying?
My God. Oh my God.
I am not lying. They be preferencing their preferences.
That's true.
Oh, wait. Did you see Kylie washing her makeup off?
Looking like Michael Jackson? Yeah, I sure
Kylie
did.
was giving 52-year-old New York housewife.
I told y'all she looks good. She just looks 20, 30 years older. The sad thing is by the time she's 50, she's going to look horrible.
She looks so old. Like, oh my. Oh my God. I was like, what in the. No, you need your filters and your retouched pictures, sis. Don't put yourself out there like that. We don't need to see you in real life.
We don't. And I tell you what, I'm gonna read her again tomorrow. Because she came out with this product called a Kylie stick. And a Kylie stick, which she probably gonna charge out like 52. Let me see how much she charging for it before I read her. Let me see. Kylie stick, and it is for babies and all that. Mess-free, non-stripping gel serum formula. She called it a lip and cheek stick. This is a motherfucking cocoa butter stick that you can go in Dollar General.
Take me to the grave.
Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. She charging $15 for it. This shit is $1 at Dollar General. I grew up on this shit. This is almost as bad as her maybe coming out with like do-rags or bonnets. I'm really gonna drag her. Hold up.
Ooh, she bet not.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
The Kylie stick.
Yeah.
The lip and cheek stick.
Oh my God. What is it supposed to do? Like,
it's supposed to help with dry skin. So it's supposed to keep you moisturized, and so you're not ashy, so you're not dry. Yeah, and protect the skin. This is a cocoa butter stick that she put her name on from China.
Not the pale faces promoting cocoa butter. I'm just not here for that.
This is a fucking cocoa butter stick, y'all. Literally, you can go get this and look, I'm so ghetto. We used to get the cocoa butter sticks out of Dollar General and keep them in the freezer.
Oh, you gotta keep it solid some way, somehow.
This is a cocoa butter stick. And people are gonna be like, oh, white folks gonna be like, oh, this is the new big thing, bitch. This is a cocoa butter stick. I'm fucking up money. I'm gonna put my name on a cocoa butter stick and let y'all buy it because it's some bullshit.
Repackage some damn coconut oil because at this point they just playing in our face.
For real.
I mean, I don't buy any of their products. I'm not into all of that, but for the ones that do, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Some people is going over to AliExpress and getting products and putting their package on it, and that's it, and reselling it. Maybe Storm, we doing something wrong. Maybe we really need to be doing what they doing. We need to take a page out of the Kardashian, but I ain't doing a sex tape now.
Well, I kind of want to do a sex tape.
I'll probably show my titties because I love my tits. But
okay.
My coochie, I don't think I'm going. Because my little brothers, I don't need them seeing my coochie lips wide spread open like that on the Instagram.
I get it. I mean, I already kind of put my dick on Twitter through the draws. You can see it. So like,
I got a screenshot.
You know, I was looking. Speaking of my dick, I was looking. I was looking through my phone, and I forgot all about. Do y'all remember the towel picture with the dick on the towel on the dick? I totally forgot about this picture.
No, you took a picture like that?
Yeah, I totally forgot. I don't even think y'all can see it. I totally forgot.
On, and I love how you be getting up here talking about because you know I ain't got like you be trying to act like you ain't well endowed, be trying to play humble and shit with your fake ass. You know good and goddamn well you is packing. Okay.
I forgot. I was like, oh man, I gotta get back active on Twitter.
Oh my God. Yo, that shit is wild. But at the end of the day, it's very sad. I feel really bad for Khloe because she definitely has low self-esteem. And she absolutely just doesn't know her worth. Like, if you're gonna let a man drag you through the mud like that time and time and time again, like he could literally do anything to you. Like, what is it gonna take? You have no boundaries.
Maybe for him to hit her. Maybe.
I don't know. He gonna have to leave her. That's what it's gonna take. Because then she probably beg him back. I was like, oh my God, my ego, my pride wouldn't let me do it. I would be so humiliated and embarrassed in front of the world.
I don't know if you saw that clip. I don't know if you saw that clip, but it was Khloe and Tristan. They was working out, and she was like, "Well, Tristan, you know, it's clear you're never leaving," and he said, "You never leaving me."
I did see that.
When a man tell you that, oh baby, he's treating you like garbage.
He is.
If a man tell you ain't never leaving me, if a man say I know you like the back of my hand, oh baby, he treating you like garbage.
That's so sad, and it's like it goes to show that money, fame, success, it doesn't equate to happiness. You have to learn how to love on yourself, because if she loved herself, she would never accept that. And that's a message to all the women that's in the chat. Love yourself. Don't ever love a nigga more than you love you. Because a nigga is going to see you later, buy your ass in a heartbeat for some new coochie. They don't give a damn. They can love you down to the ground. But if a bitch is throwing that thing, he going to catch it. And that's just how it be. Loyalty, ain't no motherfucking loyalty in the game. Put yourself first, period.
It's really not. I want to play y'all something too. Hold up. Wait, 1 sec.
What was that?
So I don't know if y'all remember that song by Luann. She said, hey, money can't buy you class. Money can't buy you class. It just can't.
Yo, and then I heard you earlier where you were saying how they did Jordan so dirty. Like, are you serious? But this man, y'all don't get. That's another thing. I hate when women approach the women. That is your nigga. That woman don't owe you a goddamn thing. Why is your man? First of all, why is he having parties in these LA streets to the wee hours? Where are you? If that's your man.
Not there, because he's trying to run trains.
Hello. And then she said he kissed her. How come y'all so mad at this girl? She didn't even give him no coochie. What is the big deal? How many times Khloe done kissed Scott in the mouth?
Yes.
You done kissed Scott. You done kissed Scott from the rooter to the tutor. But can't nobody kiss your man? Good night. Miss me with that shit.
We're gonna leave it there. Thank you for calling in, Love Jones.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Take it easy now. Bye-bye. Oh man. What's going on, Mrs. Bex?
Okay, I got a question.
We
talking about the Kardashians. Now listen, I'm a little older than you, so now peep it. Now, remember when the stuff was going on with OJ, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the clique was OJ, the one Kris Jenner with now that changed it to a woman.
Okay, Bruce.
And then it was the Kardashian daddy, right?
Robert, yes.
Robert. I can't think of who the other man was, but we're going to stick with them three. Now, you told us that Khloe's daddy is, some, I don't know who you said it is, a hairdresser or something like that.
Yeah, he was Chris's hairdresser in the 80s from Beverly Hills.
Okay, how do we know that that's her daddy? Because I'm putting $5, just five. I'm putting $5 on that OJ is her daddy. Now, the evidence to me is this. Look at the picture of Khloe when she was a little thicker, when she was with the crackhead.
Okay.
Look at the picture when she was a little thicker and she was with him. Then hold that picture. Now go look up OJ Simpson's daughter.
Yeah,
And
you
I
talking about
think,
you talking about Sydney. So I'm gonna put them up right now to let people compare it. Hold on.
okay, because I'm putting $5 on. That's her daddy. I know
Okay.
that y'all saying that her daddy is that
So that's
y'all daddy,
that
her daddy is the hairdresser.
yeah.
I don't believe it.
That's Khloe on the left, and that's Sydney Simpson on the right. Now let me expand it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so let's ask them first. What y'all think? Some people saying yeah, some people saying no.
I'm telling you, I believe that that's her daddy. Now the other thing is, I really don't have any sympathy for her. I did understand that she wanted to have two babies by the same man so that her kids, were full blood siblings,
Mhm.
and not, we black people don't say half. That's your
I
sister. That's
say
your
half.
sister.
I say half. That's
I
me.
don't say half. I got
I
a whole
do.
bunch of brothers and sisters, but I don't say half.
If we ain't got the same mama and daddy, it's half. That's just me. That's just me. But y'all know how I am. I'm rude as fuck though. That's me.
I don't think you're rude. I think you tell it like your TI is, but I don't say half. But I think that she may be of the spirit to say half. But with that being said, I think that that's part of the reason why she went back to Tristan, whether she had the baby herself or she used, her egg and whatever to have another baby by Tristan and just not have it herself. Um, I think that that's why she said that, because of all of the stuff that was going on with how she came up with Kim and them. She didn't want her kids to go through that. So she wanted to have two full blood siblings. They got the same mama and same daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally believe that's what it is. To me, she still looked like a fool, but she got the money to take care of the babies. It's just it ain't gonna make that nigga come around. Now this is Khloe and Alex Rodan. This is who I think her daddy is. So who y'all think the pappy? Is it Alex or is it OJ?
I
Or
think her daddy is OJ.
Or maybe Kris Jenner pussy was confused. They say when you let a bunch of men squirting you around the same time, sometimes I'm wrong for that. Never mind.
No, you know what? Listen, I'm from St. Louis and I live in St. Louis now, baby. It's a whole bunch of confused little babies walking around here. So believe me, I understand that. But I still think that now I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that Kris, I think she was a little loose in the drawers, and I think she messed with all of them. I don't think it was no. I think she was just they set her down. You gonna do, we finna have a party and you the party. Come on in the room. You the party.
Now let's put up Robert Kardashian Sr. and Khloe. She don't look nothing like him.
No, that ain't her daddy.
That ain't her. Y'all, that's not her. The head and the face structure is different. Y'all, I'm sorry. That's not.
No, that's not her daddy. You can tell that's not her daddy from when you look at the picture from when they were little kids. That just like you said, I got my mama, got me and my sister and maybe another child. When you look at one or two, if two of them got the same daddy, you're gonna be able to tell that them two got the same daddy and this one don't match the other two. She don't match. But I promise you, what I believe she got babies by all three of them. I think she got Khloe by OJ, the Kim and what's the other sister that got the little kids by Scott.
Courtney.
Okay, Courtney. I think Courtney and him. I think them is that Arabian man. I think that's they daddy. She OJ's daughter, and then the one that's the transgender. She got the little ones by him. That I
Okay.
promise you, I think she got babies by all of them.
Now,
And that would be another reason why, and another method behind her having a check. She got money she getting money from all three of them. I promise you, that's what I think.
now this is a childhood photo with them, Kim, Courtney, Khloe, and Rob Jr. So y'all tell me what y'all think.
That's Mr. Kardashian. Them is Mr. Kardashian kids. Khloe is OJ daughter, and then the two younger ones is by what you call it?
Yeah, well, Bruce, Caitlyn now, but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Listen, at the end of the day, we just gonna one thing we can say and agree on that Chris was out here, baby.
That's what I'm saying, but I thought that it was a little bit like common knowledge that she was out here and she went around with all of them.
She did. I mean, they all ran in the same circles, and Chris was just loose. That's just Chris was just loose. I'm like, damn. I mean, damn. Can you say she sold that coochie? I mean, she kind of did low key to get in certain circles, but I'm like, damn.
Hey, I don't put it past nobody. Now I'm gonna switch topics because I gotta represent my city. Yes, St. Louis is small, and yes, everybody know everybody. I do believe the stuff that's going on with Tim. I believe Tim had something to do with. Of course, we know that Tim had something to do with his nephew being killed. What I believe, true, I believe that Tim was doing something to his nephew, and that his nephew was getting ready to come out and tell it. He went on ahead and did that stuff with the insurance, so that he could, send them on to the great beyond and get paid for sending them to the great beyond, and also he would take his secrets to the grave with him. That's what I believe.
You think you know what though? I think there's truth to it because to me something is a lot of things are off about Tim. I could see it though. I could see it.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Now, it's sad to say this, but Miss Robbie is the typical older lady from St. Louis. She protected her son, and not necessarily protecting her son, but she's standing by her son.
Right.
Even though she know her son that did the worst of the worst, she's standing by her son. That's her son, and we can't say nothing about her standing by her son. But that is the typical thing of, and I'm just using St. Louis because that's where I see it at. That's the typical thing that the older ladies in St. Louis, they son could do dirt. They son could be the worst person in the world, but that nigga mama gonna stand by her son. He going to jail for life. She gonna stand by her son. She going to see him. She putting commissary. She doing whatever she got to do because that's her son.
So Liz, you right about that.
And I hate to say that people may not understand it.
But look, they'll put their daughters out at 14, 15, but that is the culture. But it don't help the man because he never grows up. It's just sad.
It is sad. It is sad. And yes, the mother will put you out when you grow a little bit at the top and you grow a little bit at the bottom and you look like you smelling yourself, you out and you got to go.
That's true. But Miss Bex, I want to thank you for coming on. They say what happened to the timer. I'll let everybody go over.
Listen, my bad. I just came on here to run my mouth real fast. But yeah.
Thank you. You have a good night, all right?
You too. I'm going back to the chat.
All right now. Bye-bye. Yeah, I forgot all about that time. I got to run in my mouth. What's going on, Donna Dash?
Hi, Storm. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
When it comes to the Kardashians, I will say I think they did a good job of manipulating media, as any celebrity has to do to be a celebrity. But I will say I don't think Kim thought of longevity when she thought of her brand.
Good point. Good point. I could see that.
I think she thought she was going to be just maybe a few products and a few pictures, and she was going to be that beauty mogul, and it didn't work out for her, and that's why they're scrambling so hard to make these shows, right? Because realistically speaking, when you're a beauty mogul, you shouldn't be having to do a reality show. Your shit should just be selling. You should just be able to drop your stuff and it sells. Like, how does Bella Hadid drop a lipstick line and it sells more than Kardashians? That doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, she's a model, but she's not the beauty mogul you are. How do beauty gurus on YouTube outsell you? You're supposed to be the head of this. You're the person that came in and ushered this culture into the mainstream. You was the first one to do it. So why is everybody else outselling you or selling better? Doesn't make sense. Her products are cheap. All of them, their products are cheap. And it's just like, I don't see why I don't mind paying for quality stuff. Like, I paid for an Ariana Grande perfume, but that shit lasted. And it was actually good quality. So I think people don't like their stuff because it's not quality. They're just throwing stuff with their name. Like, at least try.
Because that's the thing. Because you can get me to buy it, but if your stuff is trash, you can't get me to rebuy it. Like, and then I heard that Kylie's makeup was breaking people out.
Yeah, it's her makeup is literally on AliExpress. There's literally brands on AliExpress. If you find vendors, they will tell you, oh, here's the product. All you got to do is like pay us this amount of money, order this amount of units. We could put your label on it, and then boom, you're packaging, and then you sell it. And that's what a lot of these celebrities do. Like, it's sad because you have the small brands putting in work, and then the big ones aren't. And then for Khloe going through what majority of Jamaican women are going through. No matter if they on the island, off the island. I mean, she'll be all right. You know, I think she's gonna do what I see a lot of these black black women, white women, like all these women in Canada doing, minus Toronto, because Toronto's like mini America. But what they're starting to do now is let's say they get pregnant by a black man. They might have 2 or 3 kids by that man, and then they'll go off, like the white women, they'll go off and they'll go marry a white man, and they'll go raise their biracial children in a white household. You'll see 2 white parents, and then you'll see 3 half black children. and that's what they be doing, because it's kind of the same everywhere. The black men just for some reason don't want to raise the children they make, especially the Jamaican men. Oh, they don't mind making children with you here. Now, if you ask, oh, do you want to like raise the children? They're like, well, are you gonna fuck me? Like, literally, but it's true. A lot of Storm, this is what I'm gonna say. A lot of Caribbean kids only had their daddy around, you know, on certain holidays and stuff. The only reason why he came back around is because your mom was throwing him ass. And then when your mama didn't want to throw him ass, he didn't want to come around. And I'm not just saying that to be mean. Like, you know, I hear young boys around my age who have babies' mothers that they only want to go around if there's sex. If there's no sex, they don't want to be around the kid. They don't want to do anything. So in order to have him involved, they got to be sleeping with the baby daddy, which I ain't doing that, because it's your nut. So you should just want to raise it because it's you, but whatever.
It's sad, but you telling the truth.
Yeah, it's not a lie. I don't know why people don't want to admit it, but it's true. As for Khloe's parentage, I kind of do believe she's low-key OJ's kid. Not only because, well, there was a tarot reader, and you know who the tarot reader is. And like, allegedly, according to what Spirit said, that man her daddy. I think Chris just got lucky that she came out looking, you know, more, you know, white. And that would make sense why her kids look so dark compared to the other ones. Because you could tell there's somehow more black got into that mixture. Somehow, I don't know how it did, but yeah. And then if you watch the episode of where they took the DNA test, you could see Khloe's face was extremely unhappy. Where Courtney was trying to play, oh, you're a Kardashian like me. Oh yeah, we're sisters. See, and you could tell Kourtney was trying to play it to make it feel better, and obviously because their mom told them to.
It was bullshit. They never even showed us the results. Khloe was talking about, I don't care. Man, you care, you know.
And then Kendall blew it. You know why? Because Kourtney read the paper and she said Middle Eastern, but you could tell on Khloe's face it was not Middle Eastern. And then Kendall's dumbass came over there and said, wow, you have a lot of red on your paper. And red is African on 23andMe. So I don't know why she would say that. Yes, red on the paper, because I did one. Red on the paper on 23andMe, at least on my test and the people that done it, it's African. So I don't know why Kendall would go there and say, oh, you have a lot of red, because that's African. And nobody else in that family had like African except maybe Kourtney. Kourtney had like 3% African. Her black was all the way on the bottom. They said 3%. And then we have Mrs. Doja Cat cutting her hair and shaving off her eyebrows. I think something very strange is going on with her. I think the industry isn't what it cracked up to be for her, and she like losing her mind. She's out.
That's a good point. Hold up, let me show the people this. So with 23andMe, okay, you got like a dark red and you got a light red. So dark red is African, sub-Saharan, and then the lighter red is East Asian, Native American.
Yeah, so she's not Middle Eastern, because Middle Eastern was like purple or something, and she said you have a lot of red. So they were like, so Kendall like low-key kind of blew it, because you shouldn't have said she had a lot of red. And then you have Doja just shaving her eyebrows and stuff. I think Dr. Luke overworking that girl. I think they got her in some horrible contracts. And I mean, she's always been on that esoteric stuff. I mean, she's always been with her symbols and stuff. But I think that industry, like, even me personally, I just gave up trying to work in the industry, because the more and more I find out about this and I make connections, I'm just hearing too much weird stuff, and then these bad contracts. I'm just like, why are people doing this anymore? Like, what is the point? I think mental health, like, payments need to come in these contracts at this point, because, you know, she going through something. And then Miss Robbie, something about that situation. At first, I wanted to give her grace and be like, you know, she's a grieving mother, and, you know, when your children are being, you know, murked and dying, and like, you just want to grab onto like the one child you have left as a mom. Like, it's like, you know, I just want to keep one, because the biggest, like, if you ask any mother, her greatest fear is her children dying before her, or something bad happening to them. But now I'm starting to think this situation with her, Tim, and Andre is not right, because you're going a little bit too hard for your son. And it's like, when it came to that particular, you know, episode, she was so mad about it, but everybody said things about her, and she's never been upset about it.
That's true.
So now I'm starting to wonder, was she low-key in on it? Did she low-key have a feeling?
She might have been. But hey, I got to cut it here, because we got other people on the line. We'll be rolling over. Thank you for calling in, Donna.
Thank you, Night Storm.
Take care. All right. I found the episode she was talking about. Okay, let's see. We'll play it.
I have your 23andMe results. Damn, I am nothing. I am literally 100% Northwestern European.
Oh my God, I'm Middle Eastern and North African.
Oh my God, you guys are so fun.
What are you?
I'm so boring.
You're 100% European.
No, you're not.
I am too.
That's... Wow, she has nothing else.
I'm 53% European. Oh my God, I'm British. I'm 4.5% French.
What are you, Clomo? 58% Euro, 41.6 Middle Eastern.
You are my sister.
Oh my God, we are sisters.
Oh,
And then I'm
Lordy.
1%.
Thank God, if you weren't Middle Eastern at all, we would be in big trouble.
And I'm 1% Native American East Asian.
East Asian. Wait.
Oh, that's the problem.
We may have a situation here.
Yeah, look how much red Khloe has, and you have 0. You only have blue and purple. Oh my God.
I have your 23andMe results.
We're gonna listen
I am
again.
nothing. I am literally 100% Northwestern European.
Oh my God, I'm Middle Eastern and North African.
Oh my God, you guys are so fun.
What are you?
I'm so boring. You're 100% European. No, you're not.
I am too.
That's wow. She has nothing else.
I'm 53% European. Oh my God, I'm British. I'm 4.5% French.
What are you, Clomo?
58% Euro, 41.6 Middle Eastern.
You are my sister.
Oh my God, we are sisters.
Oh,
And then I'm
Lordy.
1%.
Thank God, if you weren't Middle Eastern at all, we would be in big trouble.
And I'm 1% Native American East Asian.
East Asian. Wait.
Oh, that's the problem.
We may have a situation here.
Yeah, look how much red Khloe has, and you have 0. You only have blue and purple. Oh my God.
All right. So Donna was right. It came in at the end. She said, look how much red Khloe has. Wow. I missed that one there. They was lying their ass off and Kendall blew it. Hold up. Let me look up my 23. But I didn't do 23andMe. I think I did Ancestry. Did anybody else Ancestry DNA change like mine did? Mine changed about 3-4 times. Let me see. Let me pull mine up. I mean, I feel like it didn't do nothing but tell me how black I was, but let's see. DNA results. I hope I'm related to like a famous person, but probably not. Okay, discover your DNA. Oh shit, now they can tell you what parent gave what to you. Okay, it updated again. How nice. All right. Let me hold up, y'all. I'm gonna try to get like a screenshot. And you know what gets me too? Because my grandmother on my mom's side swears, oh, we got Native American in the family. I don't know. I know that's a whole nother conversation. Never mind. Let me not go there. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot. Actually, does it just let me zoom in? Okay. Wait. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay, let me see something. Trying to pull it up. Hold up. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, so share the screen, Chrome tab. Wait. Okay, no, the first one. Okay, yeah. So even mine just basically tells me like how black I am. But it's interesting. It's just interesting when you take this DNA shit. It's interesting. They're lying because they had different results. Not necessarily. There's something called genetic. Basically, like we all carry different copies of genes, and so like that's why when you have kids with the same partner, your kids don't look like exactly alike. It's hard to explain, but the numbers can be a little off. They shouldn't be like drastically off though. But two siblings from the same parents can have a different DNA sequence, yes, because you have like many copies of your DNA. I'm just not sure like what it's called. Okay, it says we are not native to this land. You were not born in Africa. I know I was not born in Africa, but this says my DNA matches people in Africa. I'm just saying. Nigeria, Benin, Togo, everybody is. Cameroon. Just saying. Then Wales, Ivory Coast, Scotland, Germanic Europe, blah, 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 blah. What's going on, Reload Trill?
Oh my gosh, Storm. I love you so much. I just want to tell you I'm so proud of you and how far you've come. And now that you're talking about the Kardashians, it just takes me back to the first video that I've ever watched of yours, which you were saying that the Kardashians are going to use black men to have their children so they can have talent. And they're going to go back to white men once they're done doing that. And that's exactly what Kim did. And I'm just like, dang, Storm was on it from like years ago. I think that video, I watched that years ago. And when I saw it, I was like, wow. I was like, you nailed it on the head. And that's exactly what they're doing. You said Courtney is with Scott. He's the Jew. You know, he's a rich white man. So she did it right. And then the other women, they was going to get with black men and have their babies and get the talent. And then once they're done with that, they're going to go back to white men. And that's exactly what Kim did. And I just wanted to tell you that. I don't know if people watched you back then, but you was on it.
Oh, it's true. I think that video was from like December 2018 or maybe early 2019. But you're right.
Yep.
You're right. Yep. That was in Arizona. Yep. You're right.
Yes.
What did I call it? The real reason the Kardashians want mixed kids. I think that's what I named it.
Yeah, and you went in on Khloe back then too, and you were the first person to talk about that Alexander, the hairstylist. I don't know if I remember his name, but and they look so much alike that I go around showing people that I'm like, this is Khloe's daddy. This is Khloe's daddy. Look how much they look alike. But Donna also made a really good point with the whole, True being darker than all the other kids and having probably more black. Because now that I think about it, like Jordan, whatever her name is, Jordy, his first baby mama, she's, obviously mixed, but she's clearly not Caucasian. But her son is, I think, has more, I wouldn't know what to say, but less African-American features or Caribbean features than True does. True, so that was a really good point too.
That was a good point too, because even when you look at True, she looked just like Tristan. I mean, she looked like, I mean, any Jamaican little girl you would see. She just got, looser textured hair. But other than that, like, I mean, I thank God she ain't got them raccoon eyes like her daddy, but
God, them things, so
he
gross.
always looked so tired.
He just looks so crusty, like crusty lit, just crusty. I don't know but anyway, I think Khloe, as long as she has this whole issue with who her father is and her family pretending like she's Rob's daughter, I think she's always going to have issues in her relationships. I think if she just comes to term with like, hey, listen, forget you guys, forget this fame. I'm going to go and find out who my dad is. I'm going to build a relationship. Because imagine you thinking your father passed away, but your real dad is still alive. Like that's kind of messed up. Like you have time to actually build a relationship with your father, your biological father, and you're willing to not do that just because of the Kardashian name. I think if she heals that part of her, and whether her daddy is OJ Simpson or the other dude or whoever her dad is, I think that she will have more confidence. And why wouldn't she want in this lifetime to be able to have a relationship with your parent, if you could, I think that would build her self-esteem a whole lot and heal her trauma. And maybe then she'll leave Tristan third trimester. I love that alone, just
True.
you know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I just want to tell you, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, that I'm proud of you. You've come extremely long way, and you've always been on it. You've always been honest, and you've always been giving us the real. And I just want you to continue that. And obviously, you know, you would never sell out. So I know that much about you. So just keep doing the good work and keep dragging these, you know, we ain't gonna call them bad names, but
I know.
these heifers.
These have. Thank you.
Yeah.
I sure will. I appreciate it. And you have a good
Thank
night. All right.
You too.
Bye-bye. Why do they use black surrogates? Because they know that womb is healthier. They know that black womb is healthier. I'm just keeping it real. Even if y'all think about it, on average, white people have more fertility issues than black people. Think about it. White folks still trying to kill off all the black folks in Africa and can't figure out why they can't do it. Like, they want that black womb because it's healthier. They know the baby gonna make it. All right, April, you the last person for the night. April, going once. Going twice. Hey, how you doing?
I love your channel.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So I'm just weighing in on Kourtney Kardashian from a legal angle. Like, what's going to happen when she roll up in court trying to get the coins for this child that was conceived without Tristan's authorization? And technically, you know, if Tristan wanted to pull some razzle dazzle from the legal side, what if he wanted to sue for misappropriation of his, you know, his man juice?
I would hope she had him sign documents first, but you never know.
Well, you know, Tisa Tell said it was a surprise. It was a surprise pregnancy to everyone. So I guess Khloe said she was tired of being the one hit with the surprise, so she wanted to be the surpriser. So she pulled the finesse.
Oh, so she probably already had his semen stashed in a freezer that she was in control of and paying, you know, because they pay rent on that to keep it. Oh my God, yeah.
See, that's the wrong, because the facility that was holding his semen, I'm sure it has to be authorization from at least the semen provider. It can't be.
You would think, but money can pay for anything. Money can pay for anything.
Well, I want to see how it's going to play out when she tries to get child support for this child that was conceived, you know, out of spite, out of malice, because she was jealous of Marley. How that's going to pan out. And, you know, Kim and Pete, their fake relationship, PR stunt is over. So Kim is, you know, trying to snuggle up to Elon Musk unsuccessfully, to no avail, struggling because she was, like you said, doing voodoo on that fake ass Marilyn Strand.
You right, and it was so funny to me how she just said it out in the open, like, "Oh, I'm totally gonna do voodoo on this," and I'm like, "Okay, all right."
And then it turns out it's a fake strand. Like, Kim, before you do voodoo, you need to get your discernment together to know when somebody handing you a yaki off of an install, dog.
First off, they said Marilyn Monroe. All these celebrities want to channel Marilyn Monroe. Why they won't let that lady rest?
Marilyn no more. Like, leave her alone. Let her rest. Kim done bust the threads and the seams off the dress. Now she's, you know, trying to get back cozy with Kanye. And it's no coincidence they had court today. And my theory is, you know, they had to talk about splitting them coins. So Kim wanted to be a single woman going up in court today because she didn't want Kanye to bring the heat. That's my theory, because they had a court hearing today in Los Angeles, and all of a sudden she's single when it's time for them to divide up the money. Kim ain't slick. Kim ain't slick at all.
You know what? That's a whole mess.
A hot mess. That's their specialty. They famous for being famous. No talent, no skill. I saw the tape. I always say it's 0 stars, up and down. 0 stars. You know, I does not recommend taking out your cue. Do not recommend vintage footage. It's tired.
It's tired and through. Oh my God, it's tired and through. But I'll let you wrap up one last comment. I'm getting sleepy over here, so.
Well, Storm, I'm just gonna wrap it up and give you good vibes. I enjoy the channel. Keep reading them because they deserve it, man. These Kardashians are a hot mess. They finessing it. I guess I'll just end it with Make sure you're not using any of them Kylie products with, all that hair and bundles dangling out in the factory in the contaminating space. Ugh.
Ugh, so true. Thank you for calling in. You have a good one. All right.
You too. Bye, Storm.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. I gotta end the show. Sparkle, I'll get you on tomorrow. I'm tired tonight, but I get you on tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all on the text list 678-679-6077. I will catch you guys later.